fitness, fatigue, and form charts on your mobile app. So I'm looking at the mobile app right now, okay? And we're looking at it on my laptop of my data. And if you look at the top of the mobile app, you can see these three numbers: fatigue, fitness, and form. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what these mean. First thing you can do is you can tap on them, and this will tell you what these metrics are. Okay, so these are values that help you start to think about your training load, and how you can, how, and what's right for you. Where's the optimal place for you to work? So the first thing you need to understand is that TSS, Training Peaks, assigns a training stress score, a TSS score, to every workout. Okay, so that workout is based on how long you ride and how hard we work. Okay, that's this number. If I click back on my screen, you can see I've given myself this workout to do tomorrow. And if I look right up here in the left-hand corner, it says 72 TSS points, right? I can also see that planned value here, 72 training stress points. All of the workouts that I've written for you have TSS points assigned, okay? And the goal is that you'll complete that training stress, and then over time, you will build fitness. So I'm coming back to the score. So what is fitness? Fitness, the blue line, the blue number, is a rolling average of your daily training stress score. So it's looking at the last 42 days. That's a long duration, right? We build fitness over time. The more training stress we can handle, the fitter we are. So if you look at the workouts, and scroll through your workouts on Training Peaks, you'll see that weekly total number of training stress points gradually goes up and up and up and up. I'm increasing your training stress throughout the training plan, okay? And if you complete the work as planned, your fitness will go up. You'll be able to handle more training stress, okay? The fatigue, that pink number, is an average of the training stress, and it looks at just the workouts you've done in the last 7 days. So how tired did last week make you? The last 7 days make you? That's what the fatigue looks at. And if you trained just like 1 week at a time and you trained really hard, you might get tired. But if it was just 1 week of hard training, you could rest a day and then you'd probably feel better and you could do another week of hard training, right? Form, the yellow number, is sort of a look of how ready are you to race in a lot. So it's sort of what it's doing is it's looking at your TSS and it's taking away the fatigue behind it. And it's looking at a sense of how ready are you to do another hard block of training? Like how much deep rest do you need, right? Remember, if I just do 7 days of training, I could rest for 2 days and feel better. That's only one 7-day block of training. But if I put, say, 3 or 4 hard blocks of training together, I need more time to recover that. I might need to take a whole rest week off to get some deeper rest. So that's a little bit of a way of thinking about these numbers, right? And if you want to learn more, you can click on the Learn More button and it will take you to Training Peaks. Here we are, and it will talk to you more about the performance management chart. Okay, so you can go there and look at that. And I encourage you all to do that on your time. Okay, so the question is, what do these numbers mean? Well, it's very individualized, right? And I'm just going to take a look now, show you another way of looking at this. So what I just did, here was home, and I just clicked on the calendar button. Okay, so I clicked on the calendar button at the bottom of my mobile app. And you might have come to this page. This is the calendar page. But if you notice, there's a tab on the top that says charts. And one of the charts that I'd like you to add, if you haven't already, is the fitness report. So you can just tap up here on the top. You're looking for the fitness report, the PMC report, okay? And all you have to do is load that, okay? And what the fitness report is showing you, it's just showing you blue. It's showing you chronic training load, blue, overtime, okay? It does give you your current fatigue and form, so your current 7-day tiredness and your current 4-week tiredness, basically, is what it's showing you. But you get 4 charts when you do this, okay? So you're looking at my 4 charts. The first over here on the left, this is how much fitness I've built over the last 7 days. And you can see I started with nothing and I've gained, and I actually gained 6 points. So I started at 50 and I finished at 56. Over here, it says last 7 days, 6. That is how many CTL points I have gained in the last 7 days. That's also called your ramp rate. How quickly you're gaining fitness is your ramp rate. If this number is up around 8 to 10, if you're like, should I go harder today? and this number is 6 or above, my answer would be no. Do just what the workout says. Don't go harder. You're taking a lot of fitness into it. If your ramp rate over the last 7 days is, say, 4 or below, that would be a sign, yeah, you could probably add more. I kind of like to keep ramp rate around 6, okay, unless I'm on a rest week. So that would be a training week. So this is one way you could decide if you wanted to add more information to your workout. All right. This chart over here, this shows me what have I done in the last month for fitness. Well, I started last month. Fitness was up around 50. Looks like I lost fitness. It's true. I was resting a lot in November. And then with the start of Winter Bike League, you can see I started my build. I started my build up in fitness. It's not telling me anything I don't know. It's telling me that the program is working. You have 2 more charts. Down here, we have the last 90-day chart. So this shows what happened to me in the last 90 days. I had a race right here. Okay, so this was my last race of the season was when I did a race. You can see a slight upward trend. I definitely gained coming up into that a little bit. But then after my race, I took that rest, right? Here's my rest period. And here's winter training start. I'm building up again. So as you can see, it's never static. You're always doing different things. In the last 90 days, I've actually lost fitness. See right here, it says -10. I'm not as fit right now as I was 90 days ago. That's fine. I knew that. I can't maintain a high level of fitness all season long. It's too exhausting. I have to have peaks and valleys. So I'm not upset by this -10. That was planned into my program with all of this rest right here. It's okay to be negative sometimes. It means I'm recovering, rejuvenating, doing other things. What I want to know is that, am I gaining right now? Yes. This last chart, this is a very typical season for me. So this chart shows a picture of my fitness over my season last year. And I can just explain to you what was happening. Came in, I always take some time off in November, so came in pretty low. From right here, basically from 1220 to here, that was Winter Bike League last season, okay? The bulk of my aerobic fitness, right? And it's important you understand that CTL is only looking at aerobic fitness. The bulk of my aerobic fitness for the entire season was gained in those 16 weeks. And I got up to a peak of 88, all right? So, and that is by design, okay? I'm not still peaking after that longer. Then what happened was I traveled for a race. I did some training in here. And then all through here, this was me doing a lot of racing with my bike team. I was staying fit, but not able to train as much. Fitness dropped a little bit, okay, as I went through the spring and the early part of the summer. And then you could see I had periods where I could train a little more, travel, train a little more, travel. But generally from May up to July, I was trending in the right direction. I was still trending up, although not as high as I was here. Often this is true. Winter is a time where we can just focus on training. We don't have to rest for races. We don't have family vacations. We're just going to be dedicated to building fitness. So it doesn't bother me a bit that I went down a little bit. Then I built up here. This big block of work you see right here, this was actually when Todd came to visit me. We did a big bike training camp kind of that week. I did a lot of hiking, a lot of biking, a lot of stuff, and I got a huge fitness bump from that, getting back up into the 80s. Okay? Then I knew I was racing here, and I didn't want to have to keep my training load too high. I let it come down a little bit, and then did one more build up in fitness, leading up into that final race before I rested again. So this is just to give you a sense of how that fitness changes over time and how I'm purposely manipulating it over time. Sure, I could train like I do in winter training and keep it this high all year long, but I know the last 4 weeks of Winter Bike League are very wearing mentally. It's hard work all the time. I have to be really focused. I can't do other things. I don't want to maintain that all year long. So I don't, but I'm still staying fit enough to do the racing that I want. So I hope this helps you a little bit. Think about how you can use this chart. The way I might use it if I was trying to decide, should I add more? Like let's say today, let's say it's not a rest week. I'm trying to take a full rest week off this week, but let's say it's not a rest week. I would simply look at my 7-day average here, take a look at that ramp rate, see if my ramp rate was high, above 6, I would rest. If my form in yellow was for me below 30, I would not add time. I know I don't want to be much below 30 before I'm so tired I need a break. Or if my fatigue, my daily fatigue was up over 100, I would definitely not be adding more time. These numbers are just for you to notice right now. Where I need to take a rest week versus where you need to take a rest week are always going to be different. So you have to just make sure that you use your own, you're looking at the numbers, you're just sort of seeing what the numbers, try to look at those numbers and be like, all right, at 56 CTL and negative 20 TSB, how do I feel? How tired am I? How am I physically? If you're not very tired, then wait till you get very tired. Notice those numbers. The goal is always to stop before you're so tired that you risk overtraining, injury, or just like losing motivation because you've just dug such a big hole that you're not motivated to train anymore. That's always what we're trying to avoid. I hope this helps. Thanks. Bye.